May 25th and 26th, Monday and Tuesday. The sun is in Gemini and the moon is in Cancer. We are talking about mutable and cardinal, mutable air, cardinal, water. An air and water combination. Now, mutable, the word mutable means changeable. And I wouldn't consider any of the mutable signs as are the signs at the end of the season, Gemini, Virgo, Sag, or Pisces, to be the strongest, very strong, controlling, powerful signs. I think that the cardinal, especially the fixed ones, are the ones who, are the ones who are in control. That's why a Pisces would make a really, really great match for, say, a Taurus or a Cancer. So anyway, so let's see. We have Sun in Gemini, Moon in Cancer. Now let's first begin by talking about these two signs. Now Gemini in the Sun, which, as you know, rules vitality and ego and basic personality, is a sign represented by the image of the twins. And Gemini has a very impulsive through its mind and its ability, its quick wit and its communication. One of the signs that is ruled by Mercury, the closest planet to the sun. And so, Gemini is like Aries, as I said before, but it's more verbal and, thinkable and likes to learn and likes to talk. So, it's very childish. It can think of anything and just say any random word and have so many ideas, and it's just, its brain is very, very very high powered, and it really gets into the science of the brain and the mouth, the instrument that they use to produce words. So they're very, very talkative and all about the relationships. And Gemini is if I had to think of a last name for Gemini, it would be Earhart. Because it is the sign that is the most airy, in my opinion. And I think maybe you can notice at the time of year that there's a lot of neat cloud formations, and the sky is always changeable, and there's a lot of variety, and it's very, very fickle, the weather at the time of year. And there's one side that wants to go one way, the other way, so it's kind of a, 2 for 1. It's really, really crazy in a Gemini. So then we have the moon in Cancer, which, as you know, the moon rules Cancer. So Cancer is represented by the coochie crab, which is very, very introverted. It stays in its, comfy shell. Really, Cancer is the sweet and nurturing mother who takes care of you, who looks after you, who knows what's best, and very, very protective, and also very deeply emotional, most emotional sign, and also very, very sensitive to its feelings. So it's Taurus, except it's water, and Taurus is the sensual one, when Cancer is the emotional one. And I can't think of a better relationship other than Taurus and Cancer. If you put them in relationship, marriage made in heaven. Marriage made in heaven. But so anyway, I think that I knew somebody who I took lessons with one time that probably had this combination. I don't know if she had it, but she did say that she was a Gemini. And I don't need to get into any information, but Geminis are the quick-witted. They're very, very fun, and they're funny. And so they're just very, very childlike and wild and just uninhibited. very, free and, just, and can be a little bit clumsy and all over the place. That's Gem's sad similarity. But so with that moon in Cancer, Cancer is the earth to the water. So it is pretty grounded and practical, even though it is a water sign. This person is, this would make the quintessential, one of the best mothers combination, maybe save for the Gemini and Virgo, combination, or Cancer Virgo, Cancer Capricorn, but I don't really know. So, so this would make the best mother. You have the fun factor. You have the airy, social, quick-witted Gemini with that soft and sweet and loving and kind Cancer moon, which would really, and here's one thing I have to say about this, is that Gemini is able to talk. It has the gift of the gab. It has the ability to use its communication. But then you add Cancer to it, and it's able to feel, because air is not water, and Gemini certainly is not the water to the air, it's the fire to the air. Remember, every element has another element combined into it. But Gemini is very intellectual, very in its head, but the real challenge is for it to be able to feel things, for it to be able to understand heartbreak, suffering, and all of those deep emotions when you have Moon in Cancer, to be able to do that, and it can talk about it really, really well. So, one of the best combinations. Now, Cancer, fire to the air. No, that's Gemini. And then Cancer is the earth to the water. Earth to the water, because of the similarity of Taurus and Cancer. And, Cancer can be pretty grounded because it's, the mother sign, knowing what's best. That's all pretty practical. So that's all I want to say about that. And I believe that this person has this combination. And the next combination is going to be another air and fire. Be prepared.